Hello and welcome back to episode 7 of A Gentleman's Agreement.
Huzzah!
So this week we are looking at doing our own Room 101. So talk about things that we hate and don't like
we
and
want to
scared
get rid of.
Yeah,
forever.
just things you want to put in a room and never have to have in the world again.
Yeah.
But hope you're all well. Thank you for coming back. If you're,
So are you well?
I don't know. I've done this twice. Yeah, I don't think I'm unwell.
No, that's good. That's always good.
I just feel like I'm always tired.
It's like that meme. Have you seen it? Where
I was just like I've been tired since age like 15 or something. Yeah, I always think that.
And the one that's like, I've been having one of those days for about 10 months now.
Yeah, yeah, but everything's fine.
Yeah, everything's okay.
So I never even really heard. Well, I've heard of this, but I thought it was something to do with like George Orwell's 1984.
Maybe it is. Maybe there was. I mean, I haven't read that all the way through, but maybe there was a kind of Room 101 in that.
I feel like it's come from something.
Is it maybe Catch-22?
Maybe, but I feel like someone told me it, and I went to a hotel once and we were in Room 101 and they were like, oh shit, and I was like, what? Why? And then they explained it, but I've never heard of Room 101. Actually, no, there was a program
That's what I heard about it. There's a program with like
comedians and they do it.
Yeah. So I watched one with like Charlie Brooker on, and one of the things he put in was things I don't want to do was the thing that he wanted to put in there. But I think it's Frank Skinner. Is he the one that?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I don't like Frank's. Partly the name Skinner makes me feel slimy.
Like Mr. Burns or something.
Yeah, and his
Skinner's.
And
no,
so his
Smithers.
face. Smithers. But there's a Mr. Skinner's the head teacher, isn't he?
Yeah, the Skinner's is in
Skinner.
something. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, but he said that sometimes when you do things you don't want to do, you get to great things, like you realise you like them, so that he wouldn't let him put in Room 101.
That's good.
Yeah.
Oh, is it you have to be like allowed?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
So
you've got to persuade them.
So what we're going to do is, we're going to do it, but in our end segment, we're going to pitch 3 things. And then you pick one of mine that you're going to allow to go into the stage.
Interesting.
And I'll pitch one of yours.
Yeah.
I'll pick one of yours.
You go first.
So, would you rather... This one's a plain one, but it boggled my mind. Boggle. Would you rather get rid of a pillow, or all pillows in the world, or all duvets in the world?
Oh my goodness.
So sleeping has just got a lot worse. How bad is it going to be?
Oh, that's bad because I can't sleep even no matter how hot it is without something on me. Like I have to have a sheet.
I need the weight.
Do sheets still exist?
No blanket of any kind.
No. Oh my goodness.
Because that's a cheat. And you can't use cushions as a pillow.
Oh frig.
You can stack some books and put like a t-shirt over the top.
Because I have like 2 pillows under my head and I have a pillow between my legs as well for my hip support. But I think I get rid of pillows because I often sleep on my arms anyway.
Yeah.
And I find like I need a blanket to
But
be like
I feel
the
like you
present.
were obsessed with pillows. Like
I am.
pillows
I
was a thing.
I came back from interrailing and my mum had washed my pillow and it's never been washed, and oh my goodness, I cried. I had like a tantrum, and now I feel really bad because like my mum was just trying to be nice.
She was probably
at that
waiting
point she'd ruined my life.
How long did you not wash it
I'd never washed it. I'd like washed the pillowcases, but I'd never washed the actual pillow. And she was like, but because she'd washed it, it messed up the whole inside and it like broke it down. It would be like the perfect
Actually, to be fair,
consistency and firmness.
I have never washed a pillow.
Yeah.
Who
does? It's frustrating, and it's not the same even now. I'm like, I pick it up, I'm like,
I was just going to say it's like washing your skin. You only wash clothes, but you do wash your skin.
I see it as washing this like your blood.
Yeah.
Because like you've got your outer shell. We didn't wash our like our insides, do you? Like your organs.
I suppose a pillow like sometimes sees the daylight, and like the layer you might get into the crustiness of
like, I'm sure my sweat goes through, but I just don't care. It's me.
No,
it's
I
my
would
sweat, it's
never
my
care.
pillow. So I think I'm gonna stick with
the
duvet, because I'm keeping duvets. Pillows can go in the room.
I think I'd keep the duvet too, because you can wrap the duvet around like a hood.
Yeah, or ball up a smaller duvet into a pillow.
Yeah, you can't really lay pillows over you to make a duvet.
No, but they are helpful to make like a bed.
A bed, yeah.
like,
but you've got a bed. I'll allow you to have a bed.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, give me one.
Cats or rap music?
Oh my god. I'd get rid of cats.
Yeah, I I know. I thought you might.
Hands down.
Yeah, because cats is like, but like some people would be like, definitely.
Yeah.
I love cats. Like animals. They're living and breathing. Well, is rap music living and breathing?
In a way, it evolves.
But yeah, no, I knew you'd agree with that because
Yeah.
Ella has a thing about the tiny organs of a cat.
Oh, I'm not a pet person.
No.
I've never like looked at an animal and been like, oh, we have things in common. I just, I don't get it.
Yeah, but then...
And cats are one of the worst, I think. And I feel bad because a lot of my good friends love cats, which is fair on them. But I don't.
Nah.
And I've seen cats go weird, like they have little tantrums and they like scratch everywhere and
also like if you got rid of rap music, that's like a load of people out of the job.
Oh yeah.
And that ruins their lives.
But also the inspiration that people get from those tunes. Like I always think this when, because there's the question that I always get really passionate about, and I think you do too, is would you save your own pet over a random baby? And I've always said, of course you save the baby.
Yeah.
Because no matter
I'm actually annoyed you brought this up because I hate this question so much that people actually answer dog.
I know, I can't believe it. Like people have said to me, oh, this is hard. And I understand I'm not a pet person, so it's not even a question to me. And they see them as, they are part of their family. But I mean, are you ever going to have a good, let alone like what that cat's going to grow up into, like a scientist?
Cat?
Yeah, the cat was never gonna change the world.
I was like, it's not gonna be a scientist, Ella.
I've met many scientist cats.
Yeah, no, exactly.
I hate them.
But like, we did this originally. I think it was like year 9 at school. I think I started this question. I'm gonna give myself but I think I remember just starting it in science class and loads of people just being like around me because they all had dogs, going like, my dog, duh, that baby could be Hitler.
And do you know what? I genuinely think that bonded us because I think we were like one of the only two people who were like horrified. Bastards.
It's just inhumane, I think.
I always think it's crazy that more people in the UK have donated to animal like than to human charities.
I don't get that.
No, I don't understand it.
Is that actually true?
No, it's true, yeah. Well, I'm pretty sure it's true. I know.
Like, I kind of feel like, and I've said this to people, and I get how it's kind of harsh, because I do see those adverts for like, and weirdly, it's like the adverts for donkeys rather than dogs that would get me, like a little donkey, or like, oh, those tigers are dying. And horses. Actually, I don't like seeing horses hurt.
No.
Or like elephants, but
also,
like...
when a horse, like an animal, is independent and living its own life, I have a lot more respect for it than when it's like...
you go, girl.
Yeah. There's these weird, like they were wolves.
They're teddy bears, effectively. Yeah, they're like living teddy bears.
They literally evolved to be dogs and like cats for us to dote on them because that was their survival instinct. They're just using you guys.
Yeah,
you're gonna save.
I mean, like dogs, I kind of like. I wouldn't mind having a dog when I'm older.
I prefer dogs to cats.
But cats are just. They are just selfish.
Oh, you can tell.
They don't like you.
And the thing is, with dogs, I feel like they're just confused and they act on impulse. Cats, they have thoughts.
They're planning.
They're plotting.
Yeah. No cats.
But fair enough. Have a pet and love it. And like, I wouldn't put pets in the vault. I thought about it, but I wouldn't.
Did you? But they make so many people happy, so I'm like, fair enough.
But like, it's like, don't think of them as a human. I think that's weird.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day,
I suppose they're easier than humans, though.
But that's just lazy.
Yeah, but like when you're old and lonely, having a pet can help. But yeah, just not cats. Just get a dog or a hamster.
Exactly. I always think like you can, like, as much as someone's going to be really sad when their pet dies, it's never the same as when someone's baby dies.
Yeah, like pets they're gonna die within your lifetime anyway. Yeah. So whereas that baby was gonna outlive you until it died.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think we as humans have the right to let a baby die for our pets. It's so selfish. Yeah. But anyway.
Rant over. You know who you are.
So passionate. Yeah, like literally like 80% of my friends would say save the dog.
Yeah.
Okay, so this one is grumpiness. Mm-hmm. So would you rather get rid of grumpiness, never be grumpy, or anger? I guess they're kind of similar, but anger's like you have a reason and you're like passion and like Grumpy's like you can be grumpy for no reason. Can't you? You can just like
I quite like both. I find grumpiness quite funny.
Grumpiness is funny. And
I feel like a world without anger, you kind of almost then don't get happiness. It's like,
yeah. Well, also, if no one was angry about anything, like...
It would just be boring.
And people would get away with stuff they shouldn't. Like, people would get away with killing those babies.
Oh, yeah,
keeping
true.
those dogs.
Yeah, I'm going to say grumpiness has to go in the room.
Yeah, that's what I agree with that one. Because I do like to be grumpy, but I think everyone else doesn't like it.
No.
It's fun when you're grumpy because you know you have no control over feeling it, but you can get away with stuff.
I don't think I'm that grumpy, but I think other people think I'm really grumpy.
I think you're quite a mix. Like, you'll be very like, oh, like happy. And then you can be grumpy, but I think it's always very controllable.
I don't think it's grumpiness. I think it's like more just like resentment that I get. Like I just sit and I'll be like,
Yeah.
And they're not grumpy, I'm just disapproving.
I got that a bit with someone. I recently had the debate of the... Did you
Or someone was on Ella's roof.
That was really weird.
Wait, be quiet a second.
Someone's on my roof.
Yeah, no, okay, we're safe.
I really heard that though. It sounded like a footprint.
It sounded like in Santa Claus, a film, you know.
If this was Christmas time, I'd be over the moon.
Oh, quick, Ella, let's go to sleep.
It's time. Oh yeah, so because I got resentment more about the dog and baby thing, because I was literally talking about it recently, and we discussed it, and I remember like almost snapping and being like, that's disgusting.
Yeah.
And then later on going up to them like, I'm sorry for what I said, because I felt bad about it. And they were like, we totally forgot, but I'd been reeling in resentment that I'd been thinking about it.
I like avoid the question because I just think like, I like these people. I don't want to find out.
I still like
them. But I don't.
Yeah.
But yeah. Wait, so what was that? Grumpiness. Okay.
We put grumpiness.
Yeah.
So far we've put pillows, grumpiness,
cats,
and
grumpiness.
Cats.
Mine. This is quite specified to you. Seinfeld.
Oh yeah.
Is that how you say it? Seinfeld.
I think.
Or morphine.
Morphine. Why is this specified for me? I'm always doing morphine.
No, it's because I'm putting something that's like specifically you really like, and then something that's kind of like you might not really have ever had morphine.
Sounds like I was a morphine addict.
Ella can't get enough of her morphine.
I love to take morphine and watch Seinfeld.
Put your glass of morphine down while you're recording.
It's the way I get through. That is hard actually, because I've never had morphine, so I can't even.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen people have morphine and it looks good. When my friend had like an operation. Also, that thing is, Seinfeld I think was like a big thing in like comedy in America. Like it changed the way TV shows are. So if that was never created, maybe so many of our other favourite TV shows might not have been created.
But then also, World War II, like like the soldiers dying in the streets, and they had in the streets, and they had those little. I think they had like little morphine tubes that they'd have like.
Yeah,
they? And also just being able to not feel pain is handy as much.
Yeah, I feel like I can't save Seinfeld. I have to save morphine because, like, I mean, probably like most people I know are gonna want morphine at some point.
But then at the same time, like, are we becoming too dependent?
Maybe we should cut morphine out.
Yeah, maybe we should be tougher.
If you watch Seinfeld, then you laugh the pain away, and that's actually better for you. But when I'm having a baby, I'll probably want morphine.
I don't know if you get morphine when you have it. I think you get gas and air. Do you get morphine?
Is it morphine when you get your teeth out?
No, that's like nitrous oxide. Oh, actually, no, I don't know. It's like a numbing agent. I don't think it's morphine.
What are the ones where you see the videos and it's like,
that's
is
gas.
This real life?
Yeah, I think they're on gas, like some kind of.
So what's morphine then? Just numbing?
No, morphine's like. I think it makes you a bit like euphoric, and so you don't feel the pain that you're already feeling. Whereas like numbing stops you feeling it.
Okay.
And then goes away.
So do you then come down from the morphine and feel worse? This is a question I need to know. Because if it, in the long run, makes people feel worse.
I don't know. I think it overall makes people feel better.
Okay, I'll have to put Seinfeld in the vault, but that's painful. Because I love Seinfeld. So I can never watch it. Will it be said that it never existed, so I can't even mention jokes about it?
I don't know. Yeah, it never existed. So like no one.
So would I know that it was, and I couldn't talk about it?
Only you would know what it was, and no one else would.
I don't think I was going crazy.
Yeah.
It's like this when you remember like a childhood TV show.
Yeah.
And you like try and describe it, and everyone's like, no, and you think it was a dream.
Okay, you got another one?
Twilight.
The film.
The series and books. So
Okay.
Twilight existing.
Easy.
Or Angus Thongs and Perfect Longing, the books and the film.
I'd put Twilight in the vault.
Are you serious?
It's a part of my life I regret.
It made you who you are.
No, it did not.
But when if you think about Angus Thongs, I love it. It's great.
They're
but it's
both crap films.
Of course, that's why they're both in this. But they were like a time, right? I feel like Twilight took up much more of our time than Angus Thongs did.
Yeah, and that's time that I could get back if it was in the vault. Like, it wasn't time wasted well. Like, Harry Potter.
I'm happy it happened.
Harry Potter was a time that I'm glad I spent that time with Harry Potter.
Yeah.
And I always preferred Harry Potter to Twilight.
Of course, yeah.
But
it's a classic. Twilight was never a classic.
nah, I prefer Angus Thongs. It's like British. There's a lot more that I think I could associate myself and my life with Angus Thongs, like a teenage girl, like being a bit cringe and
it's probably we loved it so much
fancying
because
people way out of their league than I can with like, oh, my vampire boyfriend who's 107.
and wants to drink my blood.
Yeah, it's just like cringe.
No, it is. To be fair, I've watched Angus Thongs way more than I've watched Twilight. But I just felt like Twilight was such like a time. It's hard to like, what would we have done in that year?
Maybe you did better in our exams. I don't know. Probably listened more.
Yeah, okay. I'll put Twilight in too. I was trying to play devil's advocate, but...
Okay. Do you want me to do mine?
Yeah, go on.
Young Leonardo DiCaprio.
Oh, Sarah.
Or the Bronte sisters.
You are... That is so tailored to... That is painful. Okay. So I don't really need the sisters, I just need Emily.
Well, because the other ones wrote books too.
Yeah, but...
I know the one you like is Emily.
It's Emily.
But then I thought like collectively they have more weight.
Yeah, and I suppose like I have to not just be selfish. Jane Eyre is probably a lot of people's favourites.
Is Jane Eyre Emily? No, that's Charlotte Bronte, isn't it?
Charlotte, yeah.
I don't know. But yes.
I think so.
I think it was a different one.
No, Emily Bronte did
Wuthering Heights. Yeah, I think it's Charlotte then. And then there's another one that really did like a shit, like Shirley or something.
Oh, that's really hard. So what... Young Leonardo DiCaprio would have never existed. He would just have got to
He would have just gone to this wide face, like looking like Jack Nicholson. Leonardo
serial
DiCaprio.
model data.
Yeah.
See, so then Titanic would have been a completely different person.
Yeah.
Might have looked better. It might not have been so creepy with the like youngness and the oldness of Kate Winslet.
Kate Winslet wasn't old.
No, but do you know what I mean?
She looked really young in the films. Her face is like really chubby. Like
there was something about it that just seemed a bit unbelievable of the romance, but like obviously I still really loved it. Romeo and Juliet wouldn't have been him. I think I have to put young Leonardo DiCaprio in the thing because I just can't I can't get rid of like great literature for a hot guy. It's really hard though. I feel like if you would put him against almost any other actor or any other celebrity, I would have kept him. Yeah. But like for someone, because they created literature that's like changed lives, you know. But Titanic's like my go-to thing to watch when I need a good sob.
a good what?
I waited too long.
That car scene, eh? A handprint.
The most tame like porn you can ever watch.
I watched it like so much when I was little. That film. It was like just quite inappropriate.
Just that scene.
I did. No, I'm joking.
Just reminding.
No, I watched like the film when I was little a lot, and I remember like the bit where she comes out naked to be drawn. I used to like fast forward it because I was like, oh my god, oh my god.
She is peng.
Yeah, but I just felt naughty. Like,
yeah, it's a bit because none of all the rest of the film is pretty like tame, and it's just like. Oh. But I think when they have sex, it's like, are they really going to have sex? I didn't think they were.
You don't really see much of it anyway. You just see that handprint.
Yeah, but
to the stars.
To the stars.
Where to, miss? Yeah, that's all like.
She
lifts him up by his neck, drags him over the car seat. She's a strong woman.
She's really strong.
Yeah.
She's just sliding back.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I have to put Young Leonard DiCaprio in there because I can't get rid of Wuthering Heights.
Okay.
Do you respect me for that?
Yeah, I know.
It goes against everything I want to do.
I've been really nasty with mine.
Yeah, you have. I should have done specific ones for you. Okay, this one is actually quite specific for you because I feel like you hate both of these.
Okay.
Because you get really bad hangovers. So this is hangovers or periods, but more specifically like the hassle of periods. Like you still get periods, but it's like you piss out like a cube of blood and that's it.
Piss out.
Like
it's just like what, in one go.
Yeah, like you pez out.
Oh, so you still have the fertility of but like
all the hassle of it is gone.
Oh, that would be handy. No, I think I'd say hangovers. Because I kind of like the struggle of a period. I feel like this is my womanhood.
Yeah, like when I have period pains, I had them recently. I like getting a bowl of ice cream, like
feeling sorry for yourself.
Yeah.
I like looking at men and being like, the things I go through to have your children. Yeah. It's like strange men on the streets, but
saying it to them.
No. Excuse me, sir.
The things I do.
Do you mind? No. I just mean like in general. I just like thinking it. But
no, I feel the exact same.
Annoyingly with hangovers as well. I ever like don't have one. Wake up the next day and be like expecting it. I'm like, oh, I'm fine.
And then you feel weird.
I'm like paralyzed. I can't do anything. It ruins my day.
There was this one time when Sarah, we called her the hangover gremlin because we were in Prague. When we were in Prague, we went out to like a pub crawl, and she was wrapped in her duvet in a glass cabinet.
Not on the pub crawl. I was fine that night.
The next day.
Yeah.
And it was like a glass kind of cabinet at the top of the stairs, and she just slept in the corner, pressed up against the glass for like hours, and you couldn't move.
I wouldn't come downstairs, and then they also you were getting really like funny with me because I wouldn't empty my vomit bin. But I was like, what's the point of emptying the vomit bin if I'm just going to vomit into it again?
I know, but the smell, Sarah.
Yeah, but you guys were all out having a nice time on your pedalos.
I know, it's true.
I was in my little goblin cave.
But we shared that room with with random people.
Did we?
American boys.
No, they were downstairs though. Yeah.
Yeah, but your sick bin was it not on the stairs, which was open
kept
plan?
That in the room.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. I'm not an animal. I'm a gremlin.
But we were sure you were allergic to. There was like a good stretch. You're not as bad now.
No, it depends. Sometimes, Sometimes the next day I'll just wake up and I'll be like that. Like gremlin Sarah. Other days I wake up and I'm fine. So I think there's one type of alcohol that I am like intolerant to, but I just don't know what it is.
You should probably figure that out.
Or a mix of them.
Should we do a podcast where we figure it out? Yeah. See the different effects.
Because I don't normally stick to one thing all night.
No, me neither. I usually like cans at prees.
Yeah, I have to ease myself in.
Yeah. And then I go but then I don't stick to one spirit, which is where it all goes weird.
That's it. I try and stick to one spirit, but then it depends on price. If you get somewhere and they're like...
Yeah.
£5, I'm like... Ugh.
And also like if what someone else is getting, because if I'm getting a vodka Coke and then someone else gets a rum and Coke, I'm like, I'll get that. For some reason I'll just get what they get.
I never drink rum.
Maybe that's where you're going wrong.
It just tastes like nuts.
Does it?
Yeah, so does brandy and whiskey.
I feel like you're like a dog smelling out nuts. You taste them in the weirdest thing.
Because I think that they smell like nuts or taste like nuts.
Really?
Yeah, like licorice.
Licorice is just quite bad in itself.
Actually, wait, no, I'm confusing licorice with marzipan, and marzipan is nuts.
Yeah, marzipan is nuts.
Damn.
So, what are you putting in? Hangovers.
I literally forgot we were doing this. Hangovers.
Your eyes went really wide.
I was like... Yeah, I put hangovers in there because I feel like more of my time is spent hungover than it is on my period.
It's true. And also, but I always think the limitations of alcohol, there would be none. Like if there was no consequences.
Exactly.
But then there would be like, I feel like you'd just die. Because if there was no consequence to it, why would you ever stop drinking?
Yeah, but I don't stop drinking when I'm really drunk enough to like have a hangover the next day. I don't stop drinking because I'm like, oh, my hangover. I'm like, oh, I'm already here now. Like, I'm just like, wait, no, the hangover tomorrow. I better put that one away. I'll like just keep going for the fun of it, and then you stop when you just feel like you're gonna be sick.
But I also quite like hangover days, but only at uni. I don't like them at home.
I know what you mean. Like I like monging out and like
the excuse of like
getting food.
Yeah, because usually I feel restless if I like watch TV for too long in the day. But if I'm hungover,
yeah,
I don't mind at all.
True. But then you can just do that on your period.
I want to keep my periods. Okay, yeah. Let's both put the hangovers in there.
Alright, I'll give you my last one.
Oh, we've literally done the exact same amount. That's so good.
No, I have more, but the other ones aren't as good.
Okay, I've got one more after this.
Sun cream or refreshing drinks?
Oh, God. See, they both come in handy for the exact same reason.
Yeah, I know, it's like holidays.
But the thing that's annoying is, the burn is going to be really bad, but putting on sun cream isn't satisfying. It's not like, oh yeah, I'm protected. Whereas if you like have a really refreshing drink,
that protection hit the spot.
If you have a really refreshing drink, you're like, it's like the best feeling ever.
Yeah.
Because it's not just in the heat, it's when you're hungover. It's just any time you have a dry mouth. So does it just feel like nothing is satisfying? So you could be really thirsty and...
it's just like you never have those, like, like an ice cold Coca-Cola or like a really nice cocktail when you're like, so you're on the beach or or when the next day when you're hungover, like you can drink water but never to the point of like, refreshing.
No matter how
water.
cold it is.
Yeah, it's always like you're still hydrated but you're not getting that like, that was good kind of thing.
But the thing is, I'm just picturing myself sat here in 10 years' time if I've never worn sun cream.
Covered in wrinkles. Well, you could like wear more hats and long sleeves.
But then I'd be boiling. Like, think about going away in the summer.
About in the Middle East a lot, they wear like full, like long dress and long sleeves.
It's true.
You just got to wear white.
What about in the sea?
Just keep your clothes on.
Yeah, I'm going to have to put refreshing drinks in the sea.
Oh my goodness.
I know, but I just can't. I want to get my skin out in the sun.
Yeah,
And also, sun cream just helps against aging anyway, if you never get burned.
Yeah, you should just wear sun cream day to day, apparently.
That's all you should wear.
I'm close to putting sun cream because I do just love a refreshing drink.
So
I'll never go abroad. No, because like, how often am I really
traveling? Like,
how often am I really in the sun? Like, what proportion of my life am I going to be in the sun? But what proportion of my life am I wanting to be refreshed?
Hopefully, most of the time you're in the sun.
No, but like the sun that I need sun cream for. Like English sun very rarely needs sun cream.
What about if one day you meet someone African who's like, I want to be with you, but we have to move to Africa, and you say,
I was like, no,
I can't because
I don't want to. I'm like, I love Africa. We'll go there on holidays, but I like where I live now. I'm perfect distance between the Gloucester and Tesco's.
So you're never leaving.
Yeah. So either you moving here.
I generally think that's how it's going to be for when you find a man.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't. Unless it depends where they're from. Like, there's very few places I'd move to.
New York?
Potentially, but I wouldn't raise my children there. That's the thing. All my kids, like, I'd do a lot. I'd move for the first part, and then it's like, oh, we're having kids. I'm like, oh well, we're moving back to Hallfield.
But was there any place that you'd raise kids in that's not Bristol?
No, I don't think so. Potentially Ireland or maybe London.
I feel like London will be weird to raise kids in.
Yeah, I don't really want them going to like the scary London schools.
Yeah. Or like, just it's so busy. I feel like you don't get like a proper childhood, but that's just like because I picture it as really busy.
Yeah, we're talking like dead central, whereas like London's a big place, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
I think Bristol.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Wait, what was the question?
Refreshing drinks. Love them or hate them? Yeah. So I'm going to go with sun cream.
You're putting that in the bowl?
Yeah.
You're not using me to shield you from the sun.
I will. No, I just kind of have to carry little, those cute little parasols? Parasol. Yeah, like a little thing all the time.
Okay.
Because I don't really get my arms out that much anyway. I'm not an arm person.
It's more your face.
But I think after a few burns, I'll become stronger.
That is not how it works.
It will.
You don't just layer up your skin.
Or I keep a constant level of tan. Like, go get my first layer of tan very carefully and then maintain that tan.
How would you get it carefully?
Think about people who live in the south of France.
Yeah.
They always have that really, like, husky mahogany skin.
Oh, yeah.
And, like, to be fair, a lot of the time when you go on holiday and you see, like, French, like, people from the south of France, they do kind of look a bit wrinkled.
Yeah.
But, like, leathery. But they've got that perfect tan colour, like, it's quite dark, so they don't really need to wear sun cream because they're already got...
How will you get to that point?
Just a lot of time. A lot of work.
You'll, like, come out of your house for, like, 2 minutes a day.
Yeah. No, like, I'll go on holiday and just really, like, be...
You'll burn.
Sensitive. No, you don't necessarily just burn as soon as you go in the sun.
I do.
If you limit yourself and, like, are clever with it.
I'm really interested to see how this is going to go. I feel like this is happening now. Like, when we go on holiday, I feel like you're going to get not allowed to use sun cream.
I'm not gonna. No, joking, I will. But
I'm not giving you any of mine.
Apparently it's very expensive when you go away to, like, Asia area.
But the thing is, we can't really, it will take up all of our 100 mils.
Yeah, but that's why you have a big bag.
Oh yeah, that's true. We probably will still have to buy it when we're there. Like, how much we'll use. You're there for 4 months.
I know, but I'm just gonna get a really big bottle.
I really hope you come back leathery.
I look so leathery.
It worked. I wish it hadn't.
Alright.
My last one is, and this is one of the things I always forget that how much it annoys me until it happens. People who walk in front of you slowly, really slowly, and you can't get past them. Have you ever had that thing when you're... I hate it so much. I honestly, it's the most I feel like I could punch a stranger.
I ball my fists on the street in town
it's
all
like
the time.
Arthur's ball, like fist ball.
Arthur's meme fist. I do that all the time and I'm like...
I know.
Bite my jaw.
Like, I could be even just perusing, like, in no rush. But if someone's diddly-daddling in my way...
Diddly-daddling.
I get so angry. I can't help it.
No,
it brings out a different side to me.
I don't love shopping because, like, I know where I want to go and I'll be like, walk out of one shop and I'll literally pace it to the next one. And then I'll peruse. But people who, like, peruse around, like, oh, look at that shop over there. Maybe we go, oh, but there's one over here. Let's just think about this.
When someone's behind me, I can always feel. So I don't get how they can't feel that someone's rushing behind them. It's so annoying.
And I can't stand, like, me and Ella both work in the mall and trying to get from, like, one side to get to, like, Boots or somewhere to get your lunch. And, like,
it takes, like, 10 minutes
on a Saturday, it's a completely different thing to on a weekday. Because, like, you've got to, like, weave in and out. And you're, like, you want to get the most of your lunchtime to be able to sit and eat it. So you've got half an hour, you've got to, like, sprint there. And people are just, like, getting in the way. And they're, like, with their, like...
What were you going to say?
I was gonna say wheelchairs, but I meant buggies. Like they got their buggies taken up. Wheelchairs. No, I'll let them off. But like they've got their buggies and they're like taking up loads of space. And then they like weaving them.
Have bags.
Yeah, like on the
sides of the buggies. And they're like standing outside of shops and looking as if to go, shall we go in? It's like, just go in.
Yeah, and then walk out. It's not a commitment.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was the other one? There wasn't an option.
Oh no, there is another one, but
I feel like I've made my mind before I hear
same.
it.
I tried to make one that's kind of similar, but like I would 100% pick the walking slow one. But questions from like distant relatives or like or like adults that you meet, and they're like, "How's uni going?" Or "Have you decided what you want to do?" And and it's just so broad, and every time you go to say, you feel like they're looking down on you.
Yeah.
No matter, like, even if they're not,
you could be like, "Oh, I've just got my law degree," but like
they just nod like, "Oh, you're wasting your life."
Yeah. Oh, you're going down that road. Yeah.
I just wish we could get rid of them.
I hate that. Oh, how are you? I hate the question, how are you?
I'm always going to say fine.
Yeah, you're never going to be like, well, Jeremy.
Although there are some people that I've met that really do that, and I hate it. It's never someone you know very well.
I know. Yeah, I've had, and it panics me then because I've got to be like, oh no.
No, you don't. I say I'm not trained to help you with this.
I'm not close enough to you to be like prying now into this situation. Yeah. I think I'll have to go with the walking slow one, but I agree with the...
it's a good rival, right?
Yeah, that's a good rival. Like the like questions. There's just always, I'm always just like give one word answers, and I know that's like annoying, but I feel like it's weird to be like, oh well.
Yeah, I try and go more in depth because I'm like, oh, I don't want to I want to give an answer because maybe they probably do care, but then they just nod back as if you've overshared.
Yeah.
And I don't know what to say now.
What have you been up to?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Like I'm taking a year out of uni at the moment, and everyone. Literally, it drove me mad. It was everyone going, so what are you gonna do in this year? And I had no idea. And I just didn't know what to say. And I was like, oh, I'm working and traveling and stuff like that. But it felt like they wanted me to say I'm petitioning to change the world.
Yeah.
So they were like, okay, that's valid.
Internship at the White House.
Yeah.
Some really strong reason.
Exactly.
Yeah. Right. Well, we haven't. So let's do the room 101 thing.
The actual ones. Yeah. We've put some good things away though.
Yeah.
I feel like a world without...
I wouldn't miss a thing.
No, I literally wouldn't miss a thing.
Well, except for pillows.
Refreshing drinks I'd miss.
Yeah.
You miss sun cream?
No. Standing by my leathery skin.
Thing is, I feel like you could put like sesame oil on you or something and it'll probably have the same effect.
Yeah, there's going to be other things. Like we didn't have sun cream for years.
Not we didn't, I mean...
I was born with no sun cream. I am being selfish and not thinking about like other people not having sun cream.
Oh, yeah.
Because like babies really need sun cream because their skin is so delicate.
Do you put sun cream on a baby?
Yeah, you have to put sun cream on babies because their skin is like really like soft and new and like
that's so cute.
Fresh. It is all. Have you never seen a baby like slathered up?
What do you mean in like the pregnancy juice?
No, in sun cream, obviously. No, you've never seen because they get a bit greasy. You know when they're like fat and they're puddingish and they're like on a beach and they're like slathered in a bit of sun cream. They're a bit greasy and they've got like a little bowl hat on and then they kind of stick into the sand because of the sun cream. And they've got like little white bits around their ears.
Oh yeah, I've seen white bits around their ears. I just thought they were grey hair.
Yeah, like
that's so cute.
Oh, their skin is so soft.
Oh, see, how can you kill a baby for your dog?
Oh, they just really wish there was a baby's skin to touch now.
Yeah, same. Do you want to touch mine?
No. But yeah, I do feel a bit bad for that. Oh well.
Let them burn.
What's yours?
Okay, so the one that I am going to put into the I'm proposing to put in the same. It's something that's scared me for a few years. Wait, what did you say? Oh, should we do one each?
Pitch it.
Pitch it. Artificial intelligence. AI. I want it gone.
But then I'm like, where do you draw the line on art? What do you mean?
So like Siri, like self-driving cars, the chess people that play against you and win. Just those kind of things, like artificial intelligence. Like,
does a computer count?
No.
Okay.
It's like something.
It's got a mind of its own. It's doing something on its own.
It mimics and like solves something on its own.
Yeah, because I think it's going to put people out of jobs.
Yeah, that's one of my things about it. It's putting people out of jobs. People say there's this utopian
self-service checkouts.
Already, that's like so many people out of jobs for that. And there's like this utopian idea that it could be that all this AI takes over all this like the mediocre kind of jobs that we don't want to do, and then we can all pursue creative things and say because they don't cost any money for labour, we could all get like a kind of basic wage and then just pursue the arts for like more money. But like realistically, that's not going to happen from AI. It's just going to get rid of more
Weirdly,
jobs.
I was talking about this like 2 days ago because I was watching Blade Runner 2049
with his girlfriend.
Yeah. But like, it's not the girlfriend thing that put me off. It was more just like, then we started to like, my family were talking about like, AIs and like the future and how, like literally what you said about how they'll take over the like tasks that we don't want to do, and then we can just like, but then I was like, well, where will we get our money from? And it's like, they will give us the money. And then I'm
like, would they want to do that?
No, I don't think. It's just creepy.
It's really unsettling, and I feel like it's not good for the environment and the economy, because it's going to stop basically things that we need to fix. It's going to drain, and it's just scientists kind of showing off. I think.
I don't think we need it.
We don't need it. It's to make companies that are already richer by not having to hire labour. and scientists or like people in technology trying to like show off and just achieve more and more, where it actually is like, is it going to help humanity? No, I don't think so. I mean, it could.
Is it fair to say that they're showing off though? Because I'm like, scientists who like pursue their whole life is to like progress, and then they're just like, Ella thinks we're showing off.
Not showing off, but more like, sometimes I think people in that kind of pursuit can like not think about the greater good as much, like some, because they're just thinking about what they want to achieve in it, which is fair enough, because that's what their whole world and life is, science or technology. But then it's scary because I feel like it's progressing so quick. And like the main thing about AI is like, it's not going to go evil, right? It's not like going to become some evil robot.
No.
But if to get AI, is like artificial intelligence, is morals and their reasonings to line up with humans is impossible. So say if you get a self-driving car and you say to it, I want to get to the airport as fast as possible, if it then it won't take into consideration your safety that much, or the safety of others, or laws. It can just go off and it will just try and do it to the best of its ability.
But then those would be programmed into it, I imagine,
but
like laws.
I feel like...
I know what you mean. They might be like, oh, we'll just drive through the primary school.
Exactly.
That's the easiest way.
Like it's very hard to make sure that their judgment will be completely aligned with humans, and it will probably make errors in that way, because like we're programmed as humans to like coexist, right? So that's why we have feelings, to be able to feel for other people. But AI will see like the best way to do a job without feeling, so they might do it more efficiently, but they could kill people in the process or cause real damage.
Or like the fact that they'd probably be programmed with basic kind of morals or like commandments of like, it's, I'm kind of thinking of like iRobot, and they've got these rules, but there's stuff like, oh, thou shalt not kill. I don't know, I've gone for the biblical.
Thou shalt not kill.
But if they're not, like, sometimes you do need to kill. Like, if there's then someone who's gonna kill, someone's gonna kill that little baby or the dog.
Yeah.
And then the AI is just there like, oh, well, I can't kill anyone, so I'm gonna just let this guy come and kill 5 people or whatever. But in some situations that would have to be done, but they won't have the place where they're like, okay, I've just got this one rule and I've got to follow it.
And they will get more and more intelligent to the point where they will like adapt on their own without any human input. So their knowledge will become, it's like at the moment there's narrow AI, so it's like someone can beat you at chess, a robot can, or like Siri can, you ask it where the quickest journey to get to somewhere is, and it can find it out faster than you can.
Well, just type it in. I feel like it's serious. So lazy.
When I hear someone go, "Hey Siri, can you?" It's like, please just do it yourself.
Yeah.
So I feel like so much mental illness and stuff is because people aren't being productive and active in themselves.
But then at the same time, it is handy for people who can't write.
Yeah,
or
that's
like,
true.
Who can't type, or like have got like bad hands, or like don't have hands.
For disabilities, it's great. Don't have hands. But for disabilities, it's like amazing. But it's not being made for that purpose, you know. But yeah, it's like also because it's making like autonomous weapons, which is what's risky. So a lot of wars will be done with AI kind of autonomous weapons because it limits human casualties technically. But if that gets in the wrong hands, or say if its intentions and like goals gets changed while it's adapting, it could go on a killing spree of like epic proportions, and it would be really hard for us to shut it down because there will be things in place that ensures the enemy can't shut it down easily, you know?
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
It's just scary, man. And also like, the pros of it, like obviously it could be that utopia, also that it avoids human error. But I love human error, like abstract art, all of that stuff. Like I feel like I like the human nature of the world, and it terrifies me that it's getting more and more computerized. Yeah.
I feel your sister.
So that's mine.
Shall I give you one of mine?
Yeah,
No?
do it. Do it.
I don't know what to do.
What?
I feel uncomfortable saying it.
Why?
The word daddy.
I agree already.
And there's only one time it's acceptable, and even then it cringes me out. That's the opposite. That's what I mean.
I know.
Is when a child says it to a grown man. That's the only. To their father, to their own father,
or like their adopted father or whatever.
Well, their father figure.
Yeah.
But I hate when adults say it.
Oh.
I hate when the mum. I don't even like when the mum goes like, "Go over to daddy."
Yeah,
I'm like, I don't mind mummy, but also when it's used in the sexual way, it just.
I think that's what's ruined it for me.
It is grim.
I don't understand how anyone. But it's even used in Beyonce's songs. Like, it's a genuine term.
Some people find it attractive, and it just makes me feel really uncomfortable that they do that. And even I work with kids, and a lot of time you have to go over to your dad, and a lot of other people will say oh, go say hello to daddy, or go to daddy, and I just can't do it. I have to go over to your dad, because you can't just go over to dad. That doesn't sound right. No. Whereas you can say go to daddy.
Yeah.
Or mummy.
Oh, but see, go to daddy just sounds. I
have to say go over to your dad. And most of the time as well I say go to your mother, because I can't say mummy either, but it's more my problem is with daddy.
See, it's hearing people genuinely say it as well in even friends.
In friends?
No, our friends who actually say
right.
it.
We have friends.
No.
We have friends.
For a second I thought you forget every other person we know apart from us.
No, I'm trying to think what our mates use that word.
Not our friends, but I've definitely heard maybe people from uni, not close friends or anything, talking on the phone and saying it and being that's so unexpected. I feel like your perception of a person when they say mummy or daddy completely changes for a second.
Yeah. That's another thing, is it kind of links in my head to entitlement. Girls being like, daddy.
Yeah. In my mind, it's you're saying it to get something, whether it's sex or...
But there's times even myself where I've slipped up in my adult life and I've just gone mum, daddy. And I've been oh my God. Horrified. But it's just because obviously when you're little it's in your head.
I'm pretty sure my parents never said daddy, because it's never come into me to say it. I don't know if that's I've just
I did when I was very little, but that was when I was very young, and it was acceptable. The only time it is acceptable.
But it's becoming really acceptable to say it to your
rap
boyfriend
music and and
I don't understand it at all. It's one of those things that I'll never get. And it's become a thing in Instagram kind of Instagram kind of pose models or whatever. It's all a lot of it is daddy themed. They have t-shirts with daddy on it, or
also again it has this whole thing of the man, it puts the man in the
dominant
provider.
And
oh, he can't do that because he's my daddy and stuff. I feel sick saying it.
She's hiding beneath her shirt.
I just it just makes me feel sick.
No, I feel the exact same about it.
And sometimes you'll be watching a TV program and you're oh, hot, they're kissing, and then they'll say the word, and I'm just and it's ruined. None of you are attractive anymore.
I feel most it's become mainstream for porn and stuff that they use that term.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I also don't mind the term sugar daddy. That's fine.
Oh yeah.
But any other sugar daddy and a small child below the age of maybe 7 saying it to them.
It's weird because a sugar daddy is exactly what it is, but it sounds better somehow.
Yeah. I feel that word before it. Or Puff Daddy.
What's Puff Daddy?
P. Diddy.
Oh yeah.
It's Puff Daddy. That's not too bad, but even so, I'm yeah.
If you add something onto it that makes it more of a joke or a thing in itself, then it's not too bad.
That's mine. That's going in the room.
Well, I have to decide whether it's already. I feel I want to put that one
compelling.
In. Yeah.
What's your second one?
Okay, the feeling of jealousy or envy. Because I actually think this emotion doesn't get thought about enough or talked about.
It's a big motivation for a lot of things.
Do you think?
Yeah, I think
that
it's my most motivating emotion.
But in my mind, I think people are always jealous. No matter what you've got going on.
Yeah.
Or not jealous, envy. Because they're two different things. But I think they're equally as bad. Jealousy is more specifically if you're jealous of like a rival of someone taking like who you like or who you're in a relationship with. Whereas envy is like you comparing yourself to someone else and getting mad at that person for having what you want. So like more like traits or
things and stuff.
Things, but I think they're both like, it's like a horrible feeling, and I feel like it doesn't get me like far, because boredom, I hate that feeling, but it makes me do stuff. Because I'll be like, I don't want to be bored. I'll go and do this.
I'm going to disagree with you there.
Really?
Yeah, a lot of things I think sometimes I'll be jealous, or like I don't use the word envious, but I'll be jealous of something and I'll think, well then I've got to work to get myself that. Like, I'll be jealous of them, and then I'll be like I'll see someone who looking really nice, I'll be like jealous, and I'll think, oh, I should make myself, I'll improve myself now, which isn't always the best thing to think, but even so.
But do you think that there'll ever come a point where you would never be jealous?
Yeah, like I'm not always jealous all the time, but sometimes you see things.
But like,
and I want to make other people jealous is a good motivator as well. Of someone like I don't like, or someone who's like been nasty to me.
See, this is a different view on this.
And I think, like, I'm going to make you jealous. Like, that's going to motivate me. I'm going to be the most successful roller skater in the world. Like, you know what I mean?
I've never thought of it that way. I don't think I've ever thought... Like, I thought, oh, I want that. But I've never thought, like, oh, they'll be jealous.
In my head, it's mainly like my year 6 crushes. I'm like, I'm going to make you regret the day you didn't reply to my note.
I do that with like ex guys. I think like, oh, well, you're going to rue the day.
Yeah, exactly. Like that kind of thing.
But that's more like making someone else jealous rather than...
I wouldn't want to like make my friends jealous, or like, it's more people I don't like.
Yeah, but that's not feeling it yourself. Like, because I think, I read a thing actually that was like, which I quite liked. They said it was like the guardian of love, jealousy, but also the destroyer of love, which I kind of like. And then I was like, oh, I like jealousy now. But because apparently, because I was thinking, why do we get jealous? Like, what's the evolutionary purpose of it? And it is, jealousy is because it's to keep couples together.
Yeah, to stick, yeah.
I had no idea.
Because you want like... Well, I didn't like know that, but I was going to say I imagine it's because like then it means more people are like together because you're jealous of them going off with someone else. Yeah. So then it increases the likelihood of your
staying with them.
That person having your child.
Yeah, it's something like that.
Yeah,
it's like them not straying off and getting impregnated by someone else.
Yeah.
So apparently men are meant to be more jealous than women. That's a theory, because it's meant to be like men are meant to be more suspicious to ensure that they're carrying their baby.
I think women would be... I feel like men get jealous, but women get more suspicious.
It's true. I feel like it's even.
Yeah, it's probably even.
But like jealousy is the main cause of like homicide.
Yeah, imagine it does.
Because when you're really jealous, it can like change you. It's just a mad emotion. Because like usually if you didn't feel like love for this person or whatever, like an event wouldn't matter to you. But then because you feel this emotion out of nowhere, you feel this like resentment and like low self-esteem. But yeah, that's what I put, because I was like, I think that was the only real emotion that I wish I didn't feel. I don't feel it that much, but because I feel like even with people that maybe you could be more friendly with, if you can get envious of someone and it can like make you resent them and not become as close as you could.
Yeah, maybe.
I feel like
you haven't convinced me.
No,
here.
I know. I can see it in your eyes. You're
in my head, I'm like, I've always thought that was one of my bad qualities, but now I'm like, actually, I'm so lucky I have this jealousy because it's motivating me.
It never motivates me, jealousy, that much.
You're not using it right.
No, apparently jealousy, you should look within at your own insecurities and then grow. That's what they said.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, you see that and you think, oh, that person's like got abs, I'm so jealous. But then you think, well, that's because I sit on the couch for like 9 hours a day. And then you kind of makes you see yourself differently.
You're changing my mind a little bit. Mm-hmm. I'm still like...
Are you jealous? Okay, my second one.
Yeah.
And you're not going to agree with this probably. But people wearing hats indoors. Baseball caps specifically. Like, I don't mind a beanie. even then I'm like, oh, do you need that beanie? But recently I have been wearing my like wool hat indoors a bit more just because I can't bother to take it off once I've come in.
But is it a fashion choice or
no,
is it?
It's a comfort. It's like, oh, this is snuggy now. I don't want to take it off.
I don't think you can put something in that you do.
No, I said it's baseball hats.
Billy Ryan, this is me.
Yeah, I was thinking a lot of our friends specifically
Billy Ryan
wear baseball caps.
See, I like
and I was
Billy
thinking
Ryan
of Ornella as well. She wears a baseball. She went through a stage of wearing baseball caps. Inside.
And it really didn't
Georgia.
suit her.
Georgia sometimes.
Does she? Does Georgia? Well, she wears
every
wool
now and
hats,
then,
doesn't she? I've
no,
never
she'll
seen
wear
her
she'll wear a baseball cap sometimes.
Is that like when she goes on holiday though?
No, like even just when she's trying to look hood. I just think it's irritating. I think you're doing it. You don't need that. That hat is made for a function, and that's protecting the sunlight. Like it's kind of when like people wear sunglasses inside. I'm like, what are you doing?
Sunglasses annoys me more.
You're trying to look cool.
Yeah. But that's what I think. It humanizes them to me. I'm like, I can see what you want in front of me. You want to wear a hat. And like in a way I would have thought you'd like it because you're like, oh, cute. No,
I think it's like sometimes I feel like it's almost even rude. Like in an old-fashioned way, I want the man to like walk in and take his cowboy hat off. I'd be like, thank you, ma'am. And just I want there to be like a bit of a respect with the hat. Like you can wear it. You can wear it outside. Yeah. But there's no need for you to be wearing it inside.
But isn't there a thing where in Jewish tradition you should cover your head indoors?
Well, that's in like most mainstream thing. No, that's when you're entering a church. Like,
oh, is it just a church?
Well, some faiths it's like all the time, but like with a lot of places, even like Christianity, it's like if you're going into a church, covering your head is like a sign of respect. But I ain't talking about no habits.
You're talking about freeze.
I'm talking about clubs and especially at night.
Yeah.
Wearing a hat indoors at night time. It's just no.
See, I've never understood it because
And people always snatch hats as well off your head, so it's just like it's impractical.
I feel weird about. But no, Mac DeMarco, I love him and he always wears a hat.
There is like very few people who I don't agree with that. But
you don't like him in a hat?
Well, I don't know him, Ella. I can picture his face and in his hat, and I'm like, well, it doesn't really bother me without. But there's like very few people who I'm like, fair enough. Luke is one of those people that I'm like, I'll let you wear your hat.
Yeah, Luke always wears his hat.
Yeah, and I don't mind that so much.
Why? It's just because you can't put it in the vote. The thing is, if you put that in the vote, Luke will be mad at you. Because you can't just be like, oh, Luke, you can wear that hat.
I don't care.
Also, Luke from Gilmore Girls, which is someone I love at the moment.
No,
and he looks weird without
specifically
a hat.
Wearing a hat indoors.
He wears it indoors.
Well, he can just take it off and then wear it outside.
I don't like him without a hat.
Well, that's your fault. James Bay, why is he always wearing that hat?
Okay, that's bad because that's like a little bowler hat.
Yeah,
isn't
he's
it?
changed now as well though to be like he's changed his hat. He's had like a makeover and cut his hair.
Is it a different hat?
I don't think he has a hat anymore. He cut his hair and it's still kind of edgy-ish, longer than most guys. I can't remember. I literally was listening. Someone showed me. I was like, yeah.
Who showed you that?
Ben.
Oh right.
But yeah.
Okay. I mean, I don't think I could put that in the vault because I like people with hats on.
Okay, fair enough.
But I think, say if my boyfriend always wore a hat, I'd be like, take it off.
Yeah.
Like if I was hanging out with my boyfriend, he was wearing a hat, I'd be like, are you serious?
Nuh-uh.
No. But I think for people just in general, let them wear a hat, Sarah.
Outdoors is fine. Sun is shining, put your caps on. No.
I don't get why people in the sun wear their caps backwards and then have sunglasses on.
Yeah. Well, that protects your neck. I understand that. I get some bad sunburn there.
But I reckon it's nothing to do with the neck protection. It's all to do with the
cool.
little
band at the front.
Yeah.
All right. What's your next one?
Okay, this one is quite vague.
I need the toilet very much.
Oh, do you actually?
Yeah.
Let's wrap this up. Mine is paying for what we need. So, like, I wish we didn't have to pay.
I was literally thinking about this today. Yeah.
Really? For, like, travel, like, buses. Like, not for, like, going to a plane somewhere. Although, even then, when I have to book a holiday, I have to pay for the flights. I'm like, oh.
No, I don't mind that. That's, like, one thing I can drop a lot of money on and be like, whatever.
But it just feels like, in a way, I don't want to get there. So I keep looking at this like picture of Greece behind Sarah.
I have that calendar. I bought that calendar last week.
I know. You told me. Are you on
No,
Greece?
I told you I had a calendar like your calendar.
Oh, but it wasn't.
But it's that exact one.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm really.
Are
I
you
just
on
saw
Greece
that
at the
then.
moment?
Yeah, obviously it's the same month.
What, even where you live?
Yeah. Dude, I need the toilet.
Okay, so like travel, like getting the bus to work.
Yeah.
I have to pay £2.
Tampons, fruit and veg.
Yeah, tampons, fruit and veg.
Housing, water.
So annoying. Even
Really infuriated me. Rent, yeah.
And when I was at uni and I'd get my electricity bill,
Yeah.
I'd be outraged.
No, mine, not so much electricity. I was like, we have to pay for water.
Yeah.
So I was like, who's put ownership on water? That is
Yeah.
an ocean that was there for all of us to have.
That's so true.
Okay, admittedly, we're probably paying for the person to like
The plumbing.
cipher it into our house or whatever.
Yeah.
But still, I'm like, we should all
If
be.
they made a well,
Yeah, but wouldn't you be going out and they'll be like, all right,
yes,
it's only
I
like.
need more things to do in the day.
Yeah, true. What have you been doing this year, Ella? I've been spending a lot of time at the well. I've just been helping out, getting water for all the family.
Yeah, I would love if anyone from the water people are listening, make us a well.
Yeah, but yeah, I 100% get what you.
It's just a dream. It feels
Dental
like,
care, healthcare as well.
luckily we don't have to pay that much
but
for
we
healthcare.
do now with teeth.
Yeah. It's
And-
like £30 a trip.
No. Well, you obviously have good teeth, Ella, because mine is in the hundreds when I go. It's like
What are they doing to your teeth?
anything, like a cavity. I'm just like, it's a point. I got a cavity recently. I know it's there, but I'm just like, I ain't going. I'm just gonna have to like put my tongue over my tooth while I eat. Like
My friend Jack has like the worst teeth. He has like no offense.
Like-
No, he has like lots of things wrong with it, like cavities, like all
Right,
this kind
same.
of stuff.
Yeah.
And he went and they were like, that would be like £300. And he still hasn't got it fixed.
no, I've got a chip in the front of my tooth,
Really?
which a dentist originally made, and
Can you sue?
can I? It was like years ago. I had a chip. They kind of like dug into it to like put the filling in. I had a filling for years in the front of my tooth. Then it fell out, and now I'm just like, it'll cost me like £100 to have my this filling put in, and I'm like, it annoys me, but it doesn't annoy me enough. Like
do
it's like
it,
a little
yeah.
bit not enough. But yeah, I've been thinking about the toilet paper.
Oh yeah, my step-granddad had like, I don't know if it was actually cancer, but he had something he thought was cancer in his nose, and I think it turned out to actually be, or he actually knew it was.
Yeah.
But he just didn't go and get it sorted out for ages because he was like, it's going to cost me so much.
Yeah, that's the thing with America is like they like try and do things on their own.
Yeah.
Like they like videos of people like doing all this stuff to themselves because they like, oh, I can't afford to have it done.
See, I think we didn't ask to get burned, but born. We didn't ask to be born.
Yeah.
So it's like, I feel like, obviously, I want to live, but these certain things that I didn't ask to have to do.
This is literally my argument. I had it in my head yesterday.
Yeah.
I was at work and I was thinking about how much it would cost to have my teeth done, and I was just like, I didn't ask for teeth. Like, how dare they? Like, now I've got to go looking after these teeth. It's like if someone bought you a dog and you're like, well, now I've got to pay for this dog.
Yeah, you'd be like, that's not a gift.
Yeah.
The wonderful gift of life. Pay millions and work your ass off.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's my last one.
I 100% get that.
Yeah.
My last. I've got two, and I can't pick now which one's more.
This is more juicy.
Which one's more? I'm trying to think. One's more specific to me, but I'll do the one that I think general. Rats.
Oh God.
They are gross. They are unneeded. They spread diseases.
How did I not
people
think
who
of
have
this?
rats as pets? That is the worst kind of pet.
It's so weird.
Straight away, I'm like, you're weird.
Yeah.
even more when they're white rats with the weird eyes. But yeah, rats, gross,
It's
unhealthy,
the tails of them.
disgusting. Yeah, they're slimy little leather tails.
There was this one time me, Sarah, and my cousin were in.
I just forgot about that.
We were in Newcastle and we went to this lovely like milkshake
Place. Yeah.
and we were like let's sit outside, it's a lovely day, and all of a sudden this guy comes up to us and goes like points at the chair, and for a second I thought, oh, he's hitting on us.
Yeah, I was like, he's quite an attractive builder. I was like, oh.
And he was like, no, look under the chair, and there was just this rat under, and we all screamed and ran.
Yeah.
It was so terrifying. We had rats like, because I live near a river.
Yeah.
We have the rats like on a field, and once like one came in our garden.
Oh no, yeah, there's just like, you see them a lot of time if you go to like a McDonald's or a Burger King drive-through. If you look out, you can see them.
Why?
Because they're just, because they can smell the food, and the people like leave litter and stuff around. But they're I just feel like what benefits have they brought other than the plate? Well, that's not a benefit, but that's all they've brought.
I've just had like the most vivid flashback.
What?
When I was in somewhere in India, what was it called? Vendula or something like that, I can't remember. But we were on a houseboat, and then we came off and we were in this hostel. And I remember being on the phone to Lawrence back home, and I looked out, and there was these 3 humongous rats.
Ooh.
Like only about like 2 meters away from me, like chasing each other in a circle. And it was horrific. And I remember just being on the phone, like almost in shock, like why am I not freaking out more? And just being like, there's 3
giant
humongous rats dancing around in the courtyard.
How big are we talking? Like a baby?
I reckon like double what we saw at the.
That was a big rat.
Yeah, it was like the tails were like as if if the tails hit you, it would like leave a whip. It was horrible.
Thing is, I got as well. Rats when they're wet, because their fur kind of gets a bit like brushed up and like sticks out.
I know exactly. I'm literally getting shivers down my spine. I hate rats.
Okay, let's decide now what.
Okay, so you pick one of mine. I had AI.
Yeah.
Jealousy and paying for what we need.
Okay, what am I going to put in the... I think paying for what we need. In my head I was like, straight away, I'm going to put people walking slow, but that was the other thing.
Oh, to be fair, to put that ahead of like paying for what we need.
Yeah, that's, I know. I just hate it so much. No, paying for what you need, I feel like certain things should just be free.
Imagine that though.
Yeah.
Because I think in...
natural things should be free.
Yeah. And like things that we just need.
Yeah, you can't live without kind of thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree. I think they should be free.
Okay, so we're putting that in.
Yeah, so that's in the route.
Okay.
No, that's the one I'm keeping. Oh wait, no.
No.
Oh, I've got to put something in. Okay, I've got this backwards.
No, you're paying for what we need in the vault, so we never have to pay for what we need.
Oh, okay, yes.
Yeah,
I'm doing
I can see you.
Oh, my brain.
Okay, so I put one of yours.
So mine is rats. The word daddy.
Oh, God.
And people wearing hats inside.
Okay, so I'm keeping people wearing hats.
Yeah, I know, I knew you would.
I know you want that in the box.
Yes, I do.
The thing is with the daddy thing is I feel like I can avoid it, hopefully. I can just be like, don't say daddy around me. But rats, if there's a rat in me, I can't go away rat, and it will.
Sorry, Emma.
I know you still don't like me.
Oh no, I need a wee so bad.
I can see it in your face. You're like crying your head. Okay, I'll put the rats in.
Yeah, the rats going in.
Rats and things.
Rats or daddy.
What a great world we'd live in if we never had to pay for what we need and there was no rats.
I would be happy.
Perfect.
Okay, well, thank you for listening again.
Let us know what you would have put in.
Yeah, because I think it'd be interesting to see. I feel like we might have pissed some people off with this one as well.
Oh, like, definitely, with the pets.
With the pets thing, yeah.
I know people love their pets. And
I know people like animals, but
good on you.
That's nice for you.
Yeah, we like the babies.
Yeah. But, yeah, well, we'll be back again soon sometime.
Goodbye.
I've been Sarah.
I've been Ella.
Bye.
Bye.